afternoon, ladies and gents. I hope you're all okay. I'll just turn that off in my ear because I'm talking. Right, so I did an FTP, an EXR ramp test in January. I've had a few, well, what are we on now? I've had a good couple of months of training. I think it's time to do another one just to see what happens, see if we get better, worse, whatever. So we're going to get cracks on with that. Now the ramp test, the warm-up's included, so all I have to do is get on and row, and then that's it. So at the minute I'm on my profile screen to set it up. So we come down to the little cog in the bottom right corner. Gameplay is already selected there. We then click on the don't know my FTP. Two choices: you can do the ramp test or you can do the 20-minute test. I'm going to do the ramp test, which is you just keep going, keep meeting what they're meeting until failure. So we're going to start that. That's all I need, yeah? No warm-up required. I'm just going to get in. Got my machine set up here. Only me. Right, so by got my machine set up means I've already preset it, gone in, set up my drag factor. So I wrote a drag factor of about 140 because I'm a little bit bigger, heavyweight. So my drag factor is slightly tweaked for me. Everyone's drag factor is different. The way you perform in the seat and all that is different. But for me, 140, all set up, drag factor. What I just need to check is that we can see warm up. See? So last time I had the camera set up with me here and just above me. I had it too high, so it covered up what it was telling me what was coming up next and all that. So I've shifted that down a bit, so that'll make life a bit easier for yourselves. You'll be able to see what I'm supposed to be doing. I will set this to just row, because that's all it is. And as far as this is concerned, all I'm doing is rowing. All the ramp test is run through the EXR ramp. It will do, and I think it starts off with your warm-up. I need to get my heart rate and all that. This is ready to go, so that's all ready. I'm all ready. Yeah. Okay, so to clarify, I've got the EXR and the PM5 Concept 2 running at the same time. There is a slight difference between the two. I will predominantly be looking at the PM5 on the Concept 2. That's the main one, yeah? I'm glancing at the EXR and it tells me 205, 206, 135, 137, that sort of thing. And then I focus on getting that on the PM5. I have noticed, because I use both applications with all my rowing, I have noticed that there is a slight difference, slight delay. So regardless of the fact that my PM5 is plugged directly into the laptop, there's still sometimes like a 1 second difference. So I'll pull like a 205 on the PM5 and it may be reading whatever the previous was, 206, 207, blah, blah, blah. But that is, it's just a little glitch, little thing. It's travelling a long way, I should imagine, but no regards, I don't mind it, but I will concentrate mostly on the PM5. Okay. Did it once before. I'm just going to put a little bit of Dubs 40 on there. This is a little bit sticky. Get my dirty, oily sponge and just give it a wipe down. The only reason, just so it's nice and... I sweat a lot on it, so it gets a little bit icky. Right, start rowing to begin warm-up. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to take it steady in the warm-up. I need to start my watch. I won't talk much. So what's changed? I think my heart rate's going to change slightly. Okay, we can see that, you can see all that all okay. So my training now, we're doing a 500 metre sprint, but okay, target bottom left. I think I got about a minute in last time as well. slowly getting the blood flowing. So 210. Well, I need to ease off. That's it. I have to go slow like that. For me, sorry. I'm happy there. For 1 minute. Too fast, too soon. Oh, it's not good. There is no speed up. Okay, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking that's a little bit pathetic because I just drop off so fast. But understand that there's been 14 minutes, well, nearly 15 minutes of rowing. It's on 14:56 there, and I've just sort of I've paddled down, so to speak, but I haven't. I've continued to row because that's what I do. Yes, I'm hitting 135. Good, 135, 134. It's there. I'm pulling it. It's happening. I'm comfortable. Well, I'm not comfortable, let's say, but I'm able to do that. And then I'm glancing and seeing that it wants me to pull at 134 for another minute, and I'm like, okay. And then I start, and as soon as I start and I do that, because I need to put a little bit more power in, because I was at like 134, and it's like, yep, you need to maintain that. And I could just tell straight away as soon as I pulled that the power wasn't there. So it then drops from like 134, 135, 136, 137. The numbers turn orange, which is obviously an indication that you're outside of the zone. But I know the effort that I would need to pull myself back into that. The legs haven't got it anymore. They're starting to feel it. They're starting to burn. They've been rowing hard for, 10 minutes, let's say. They're pretty spent. So that's... Well, great. Prevent soreness and all. What about here and now? I think that's better. I felt a bit better. But it's just knowing I know how much power I need to produce to pull them 130s. It just saps it. Whew. Let's get the results. So previous 153. So heart rate you can see. Should be proud of my result. Wow. That's a hell of a difference. New calculated FTP is 150. Like I said, last time it was 153. So and what, that's in January, so I have been sticking to a structured rowing programme and could generally feel myself getting better and fitter, more in the heart and lungs. Sometimes I feel very weak when pulling hard, but that gradual increase of pace, I like that. But to give me a new one of 150 for the 500 is sensational. I'm happy with that. Be interesting to compare the two. I mean, I've got a video of the first one which I will link. I will put it as a tag somewhere around here. But there'll be a link to that one. And then this is part two, the second time. I'm going to carry on and do a little bit more rowing just to push me over the 5k mark so I don't feel as dead as I should do. But that's all you guys need to see. You don't need to see me cool down. Like I said, I will edit this, make it look better, etc, etc. So this is the stats of it all. Yeah, you can't see well, so I'll move me out of the way a bit. Yeah, we don't need to see calories in that, so we'll slide us up to the top, boom, out of the way. So you can see it's amazing. It is simple, self-explanatory. Yeah, self-explanatory. The warm-up, the blue section, nice and easy. So what's that? That's just coming up to like 3 minutes in, and that's it. I enter the next heart rate zone, and we see that gradual increase. Now the hard thing I did find, and being truthfully, is trying to keep pace, trying to keep that 211, 25, 26, keep in that zone. But they give you that little bracket that you can work in and out of. But I was just concentrating on trying to be as close to it, but not burn myself out, which is probably the better way. You will notice that my stroke rates are very, 20, and let's see right at the end. So just there's an element of 28, 29. So still, because I'm big, tall, powerful unit, so I use that to my advantage. I can't go as fast in the seat as other people, because it's just hard work. I just burn myself out. But that's like, 28, 29, maybe at the start and end of a race, but you're usually cruising at 26, 27. Steady, powerful. But and I think there's a psychological thing, because I know in that last one I'm pulling what was I pulling? What is it? Like 130, 6s, 7s, 5s. And it's hard. And I know, and I can see that next one coming in at 134, and I think, body ain't going to be able to do that. Because I can tell just from breathing, heart rate, I know that it's going to be a blowout, and my legs were starting to burn then. But hey, and then it's like a cheeky little bit. So we're going to stop rowing on that, save it. I'll save that, and then I'll go back and do my actual cool down. Okay, so there we have it. That's it, all done, saved, and now edited, strung together to make it look a little bit better for you guys. You really, if you have got the EXR app, then please do give this a go. It is really worth it, just so it helps set some base levels for all your future training. So when you go in and do some of their stuff, it will take your FTP into consideration on some of their training, and it will give you paces to sit at and what you need to do, and that it pays dividends. I do a lot of rowing using EXR, and I use some of the paces that they predict and give to me combined with my rowing training, so that I am trying to get better. And as you can see, so from my first video, which is linked just here, is it? From my first video, that was a 153, that was my FTP. So 3 months later, I've managed to just trim 3 seconds off of that. And I'm not saying that that's achievable for everyone, but I'm doing consistent rowing, consistent distances each week. Long rows, short rows, sprint rows, fast rows, slow rows, loads of different types of rowing just to keep me occupied. If you want to see more of that kind of thing, then please do send me a comment, send me a like, subscribe, and we can look about doing this again properly, and me putting all my little bits of rowing in. I won't be able to edit them all like this because this takes time, but hey, on some of the faster stuff I'll definitely do it, especially the ones where I've got to do it for certain times, certain paces and all that sort of business. Be good to have people have a look at it, and you guys can give me feedback and if ask questions, whatever. Anyways, thanks very much for taking time out of your day to watch this. Please do like and subscribe, and I will endeavour to produce more videos similar to this. Thanks very much for watching. You guys take care, look after yourselves and stay safe.